keys were in the house on the table in the kitchen. Diane did not take any clothes with her that we learned of, and there was no reason for her to run away. There was no motive there.
Missing persons investigators couldn't understand why Diane would have left town without her children.
Her neighbors, her mother and her brother, all indicated that Mrs. Kydell would never leave her children for any length of time. They described her as an excellent mother, very concerned about her children.
When police went to interview Bob Marlin, the man Diane was with at the bar, they were told an incredible piece of news. Bob Marlin suffered a heart attack and died the day after his date with Diane. Whatever Marlin might have known about Diane's disappearance went with him to his grave. 2 days after Diane Kydell's mysterious disappearance, Jean Kydell moved back into the family home to look after the 4 children.
My father's explanation to not only his children, but to neighbors and anybody that would inquire about my mother's sudden disappearance was that my mother had run off with a boyfriend.
Jean provided police with a list of men he said Diane had been dating since the separation, but they all were dead ends. Over time, the Kydell children adjusted to life without their mother, although they all hoped that someday she would return. But 4 months later, tragedy struck once again. Around 9 o'clock at night, while Jean was at a nearby laundromat, a fire broke out in the Kydells' home. The blaze quickly engulfed the entire house, and the 4 children were trapped in their bedrooms.
Lori, come on, wake up, Lori, come on, there's a fire.
Susie, the oldest, led the others around the flames. But Lori ran back into her bedroom for her Winnie the Pooh stuffed animal.
I fell on the floor, I was burned, I was crying, I wanted my mother. And my older sister Susie came in, the house was ablaze around us, and so she laid on top of me. She said, they're coming for us now, Lori, they'll help us. She said, I love you, and she said, I'll never ever leave you.
Please, I love you, and I'll never ever let you go, I promise.
And at that point we died and she held me.
Susie gave her life, protecting Lori from the flames. Although Lori suffered third-degree burns over 50% of her body.